Hi there, I'm doing another little video for those of you that are doing readings for friends or relatives or for clients. The angels told me that I sort of neglected to talk about the reading in general, and I'm not talking about telling you how to do your readings, but just to offer some insight on the avenues of communication. As an intuitive, you really should know about the four main avenues of communication, which are called the clairs. There's claircognizant, clairvoyant, clairsentient, and clairaudient. If you don't have a full understanding of those avenues of communication, I encourage you to study them so that you'll know how they are working for you during your reading. There are other ways that information can come in. The most interesting one that I have come across is an avenue called clairaudience. Clairaudience, I can't even pronounce it. Anyway, it's the ability to taste things. I only knew one person that did this, and if he's watching the video, he'll know who he is. He could taste things, and by having that sense, he could deliver information to the client. Anyway, so we're going to talk very briefly about each one of these so that you'll understand that when your information is coming through, which channel it's coming in. Probably doesn't make a big difference as to which way it's coming in, but really for a good intuitive to know that it's coming in will help with your confidence. A lot of times they'll come in multiple channels, so you may know information and sense it at the same time. So it could be either avenue that's coming in. So anyway, when you're sitting in front of somebody and you just suddenly know something about that person, that would be considered a claircognizant experience. Having a sense or a feeling about them. So they come in and you just feel you feel some sadness. That would be coming in through the avenue of clairsentient. Perhaps you, what is the other one? Clairvoyant, the mind's eye. So if you're not real good with the mind's eye, there's exercises to sharpen that skill set, and we may go through those. Clairvoyant would be the ability to see something in the mind's eye. So it's your ability to visualize. So for those of you that don't know anything about that, I'm just going to ask you to visualize your front door in your head. Can you see your front door in your head? A clairvoyant will see things in their mind's eye to help deliver information for the client. Now, the fourth avenue, and I'm going over these very quickly, is clairaudient. I don't know how many of you out there are clairaudient. I feel like there are a whole lot of you who are that maybe don't completely understand it or accept it maybe as the gift. That maybe you think you're talking to yourself, but you're conversing with the spirits, with the angels. There are a couple of different definitions of clairaudience. The one that I really think is the true clairaudience is actually to hear what's considered disembodied voices. So it's not necessarily just the talk within your head. That would be a little bit different. If you're hearing voices that are not your own, that seem to come from either inside your head or outside your head, that's an example of clairaudience. And people have had these experiences forever. Anyway, we could go in on that particular one as well. It's my favorite area, but we won't go into that. What the angels wanted me to talk to you a little bit about was when something comes in during a reading and how it comes in. Sometimes when people are getting ready to do readings, they get a little nervous because it's like, okay, I'm sitting with a blank piece of paper in front of me. Where do I start? There are various ways to start, but you can practice different ones until you get comfortable. I use an outline with some of the concepts that I talked about before, and then I just kind of go with what I'm gravitating towards. I might look at my sheet to see, is there something that's just popping? Do I feel very drawn to one section or another, or do I just feel something about this person and then just start from that feeling? You could start with a blank piece of paper. Sometimes just words will pop in, and you could just write some words down. I've done that lately with some clients. Maybe a word, a phrase, a song, maybe a presence. I may feel a male presence, and it all comes in so fast that I just write it down so that I'll know to go back and focus on those words or those concepts and see how they play out. So even if it's just a color. So just jot those things down. You don't have to finish carrying out whatever your message you're going to deliver. Just I would practice just writing the words down first and then going back, because it helps you to feel more comfortable knowing that you have a whole sheet of reference material now that popped in very quickly, and then you can go back and focus on the first, whatever popped in first. Let's see, for example, the word peace is popping in. So if I write the word peace down, well, peace can be a lot of different things. So then you got to go with your gut feeling. So when I say the word popped in, now they will just bring it to you as an awareness of the word, or you may actually visualize the word. So right now, take a moment and see, can you see in your mind's eye the letter P-E-A-C-E? Pretty easy. Some of you are seeing the peace sign. I can see that as well. So peace can be peace. It could go from groovy, hippie, oh, what happened in that era? Bell-bottom jeans, long hair, headband. So that's peace, right? Peace on earth. I see a dove, the dove of peace. If you write down peace and you thought you were going to write down P-E-A-C-E, but you write down P-I-E-C-E, is that the correct spelling? Then there's a whole different meaning. Peace. Go with it. Piece of what? Piece of the pie. Someone's not happy because they don't feel like they're getting a piece of the pie. Is this a literal? We're talking food issues, or are we talking about they're feeling like something is unjust or unfair, which would lead you into a discussion about their job? So there's all different ways to kind of run with a word or an idea or a concept that pops in. So anyway, I could go on, but what I would like to ask you guys, anybody watching these videos, if there's something that you would like me to cover a little bit more in detail, or perhaps I did not cover it, please message underneath the video so I will know, and I will do my best to answer the questions and cover the material that you want to hear about. Thanks, and talk to you soon.